Welcome to the Startup Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, the host of the show, where we talk about raising funding for your startup and the time it takes to have an espresso. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. There are 3 stories every startup should be able to tell to investors. The first is your origin story, which tells why you started the business to begin with and how you got to where you are today. The story answers the question, why are you doing this? Which usually comes from the storyline, I had a problem, I couldn't find a solution, so I created my own. The second story is that of your customer and the problem they have. This story starts with the day in the life of the customer and describes what they do, how they work, and what problems they face. The customer has this problem, it costs them this much each year, and they're motivated to find a solution. You then drop your product in as the ideal solution. The third storyline is the we can make the world a better place. In this story, you paint a big vision of a bold future where everything is better. It follows the imagine if we had this problem solved and how much better everyone would be. You then show how your solution gives everyone that better world. Write out your version for each of these 3 stories and practice it before talking with an investor. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start up something today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.